Hello and thank you for joining me in my first ever LS swap engine. So in the previous video you have seen the LS7 close replica in automation game, which is a legendary V8 made by Chevrolet, which is a 7-liter overhead valve 505 horsepower V8 engine. Absolutely brutal, super powerful, super torquey. So and yeah, I want to try it and test it in a car, but I want to also to try the idea of LS swapping a regular car or regular vehicle. So I've been searching the comments for like the most basic engine, like the most requested and basic engine in the comments, and I found this, the Toyota 22R engine. Yes, my friends, the 22R. So I've searched the internet about the 22R and I found many versions starting in 1953, I think the first version, all the way to 1997. So that's the version that I've chosen, which is the 1997 22R-E. The E stands for electronic fuel injection. So this is a 2.4 liter single overhead camshaft, 8 valves, that means 2 valves per cylinder, 105 horsepower, 128 pound-feet of torque. Very basic, very reliable engine. This engine, I mean, this engine can live forever. I've been reading some forums about this little beast here, and some pickups, like I think some Hiluxes, because this engine was in some Hiluxes, did a 1 million kilometers or miles. I forgot. Yeah. That is an amazing achievement, and I really like this engine so much because it's super reliable, cast iron, EFI. I mean, very basic. So what I did is I've designed this 1997 pickup truck, or pickup. As you can see, it looks absolutely basic 1990s pickups. Like, look at the square headlights, fog lights, and those square look, and those regular cheap or heavy duty rims. Look at that beautiful mountain vinyl or decal on the side, 4x4 badges. I mean, this is just absolutely very good looking for a pickup, and very basic at the same time. So what we are looking at here are two versions: of course the 22R stock pickup truck from 1997, and of course the LS swapped pickup. This thing has the LS7 engine in it, but we'll get to that in a minute. First, let me test this one because I haven't driven it yet, so let's see how to perform then. So of course 4x4, manual locker differential, low range, high range, the lot. So alright, I mean, testing it on the road is just, this is just normal. I want to try it off the road, wherever we can go over. So let's lock the differentials, keep it in high range, and I mean, this is not really a difficult terrain, but I want to test it. I mean, let's see, stop the car, trying the engine torque, because this engine is really torquey at low end RPM, really torquey. Gives all of its torque like immediately, which is really good for an off-road car. That's why this engine was used in the Hilux Toyota pickup, so you can get all the torque instantly. So the ride height is actually not bad. I mean, this thing is coping very well. Not bad indeed. I'm impressed so far. Yep, I mean, I'm not really going like super difficult off-road course. I'm just trying to get over bumps, see the road, the clearance, and how the suspension is coping. We have solid axle coils, front and rear. Alright. Wow. Actually, that's actually not that bad. I'm impressed. So let's try some performance tests. Acceleration. 5-speed gearbox, not really what you call a highway gears. No, these things are for loading high loads and get all the torque instantly. These kind of gears, so you can get all the gears instantly, all the torque instantly. and you know, without any worrying about speed. So this thing with its original engine, this thing can do I think 160 kilometers per hour maxed out, flat out. So yeah, it's pretty slow, 12.8 seconds from 0 to 100. So yeah, it's not fast at all. And costs around, I think 10,800, something like this. So it's also cheap. And of course, because I'm using solid axle coils, that's why this thing is just jumping from side to side, especially when you are cornering and using the brakes. Because yeah, it's not really what you call sporty at all, and it's not comfortable as well at all. I mean, the comfortable points are only 6. Sportiness or sport points are, I think, 1. Yes, a single point only. But the drivability is 50 points, which is super high, and utility points are, I think, 46, which is really high. So it's a utility vehicle. Whoa, yeah. I mean, off the road, this thing is like a rally machine. Oversteering and everything. You have to be really careful. We have hydraulic power steering, not variable hydraulic, only regular hydraulic. So yeah, it's very basic. Basic 90s safety equipment. So in case of an accident, yeah, cross your fingers, the seat belt would stay on. So it's actually not that bad. I mean, this thing can go over hills and everything. Let's try and tackle this area. First gear, high range, no need for low range. No, keep it in first. Good, this thing is actually running very good. That engine is not actually holding me back at all off the road. This thing weighs only 1,500 kilograms, or 1,561 to be honest. So yeah, it's not really that light, and it's not that heavy. It's in between, and I like it. It's really working as it should be. It feels like a pickup truck, for example, from Toyota or from Nissan. You know, heavy duty, works well, 4-cylinder, manual gearbox, 4x4. I mean that's the perfect recipe from Japan for pickups. And they love it here in the Middle East. They love these cars or these pickups so much. Everyone got one here, especially in Saudi Arabia. They love these things here. Whoa, that was a jump. All right, let's do some jumping, but not crashing it, because yeah, that's a crash jump over there. So that's pretty much for the original engine then. All right, let's leave this thing here, and of course go and pick up the LS1 or the LS, you know, LS swapped one. So this is of course the same pickup truck, but under the hood we have the LS7, a 7-liter overhead valve V8 engine, which is very massive. I mean, look at it, it's just crammed inside that engine bay. This thing is making 505 horsepower and 470, I think, pound-feet of torque. Very powerful engine, and it's naturally aspirated, which is really good. No turbo lag and no waiting for anything. So to make this happen, I left the original gearbox, and I'm 100% sure in real life that the original gearbox, if it can work, it will explode because it can't take that much horsepower. But you know, let's say you left the original gearbox on. I needed to change the final drives, you know, the differential ratios, front and rear differentials. So I've chosen highway ratios. That means not much. I don't care much about about utility capabilities. No, I only care about acceleration and top speed. That's what I care about. And instead of manual lockers, I've changed them to geared limited slip differentials, you know, to make it a little bit more sporty. But the same suspension design, the same suspension ratios. I haven't touched the suspension at all. The only two differences that I did are the front tires are now much wider. They used to be 215 on the front on the first car. Now it's 245 millimeters, which is a little bit more wider, gives the car more control. And we have like very very sporty disc brakes. The original car has regular disc brakes, not much impressive, but this one has 6 pistons front discs and 4 pistons rear discs. That means a very very good stopping power. The interior is still the same, safety equipments are still the same, everything is still the same. Alright, let's fire it up. Let's test the acceleration. Whoa! Whoa, LS swap power. Look at that! Whoa, that's actually very very quick. Look at that speed! Whoa! I need to be careful not to crash this thing. I mean, the brakes are high performance brakes, but even so I need to be careful. Whoa, it's not a pickup truck anymore, this is like a Corvette. Like the same brutal acceleration. This thing weighs 1670, something like this with this engine. But whoa, look at the acceleration and speed. I mean, of course it's not going to be as fast as a Corvette, for example, but the acceleration is just brutal. Whoa, 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 stop it. We have a tunnel. Alright, this is a tunnel. Let's try and open the taps in the tunnel. Alright, leave it. Let's go quiet till we reach the straight line. And it's so torquey. Look at the torque. The 5th gear, like 2500. Alright. Whoa. This is uphill, by the way. Top speed achieved. ABS is working. And yes, I forgot to mention the tires. Not only the front tires are wide, and the compound is different. On the first car it used to be hard long life tires. On this one is medium compound, you know, extra grippy and extra comfortable. So the results are staggering. I'm really happy with the results. Yes, it's not as, you know, as drivable as the original car, but look at that. Look at the acceleration. Drop the hammer down. Whoa, and look at that power and speed. And yes, you can crash it easily now. And of course, with 90s safety equipment, you know, if a crash happens, you know, God forbids, yeah, you won't survive, especially on those speeds. And the reliability issues will start to happen, like for example shafts and like for the drive shafts and splendors, whatever they call them, and the wheel hubs. These things will start to break because, well, it's there's too much power. This thing wasn't designed like, for example, the wheel hubs, even the rims themselves. I mean, everything wasn't designed to take this much horsepower. And when you put in that much horsepower, well, I mean, that's on your own, my friend. But if everything is just, you know, perfectly made, CNC machined, and expensively nicely made, I mean, this thing will be a rocket ship, a sleeper. Look at the body tilting from the torque. Yeah, I forgot, 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.9 seconds. This thing used to be 12.8 seconds, now it's 5.9 seconds. I mean, a true sleeper. And you can use it. This thing can do 21 miles to the gallon. So yeah, even if you have this engine, you can use it as your daily pickup truck, go to work with it, put heavy stuff in the back. It can work. It can work like a charm. Look at it. It can be quiet with a quiet exhaust. And look, you can go up to speed. it will work absolutely beautiful. And of course, if someone is trying to bother you, drop the hammer down and leave him in the dust, or her, whatever. Whoa, absolutely brutal. So that's pretty much it, my friends. Tell me, what do you think about this LS swap video in the comment section. This is my first one, and I've tried to make it as much special as I can. I really wanted to show you like the build step by step, but then the video will be so long. I mean, it will be like an hour or so, and this way, I mean, this is not a short video, but it's a fun video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. So of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and of course, tell me what you think about this pickup in the comment section. And if you want to download this pickup truck, the link in the description below. It's for free if you want to download it, and when you download it, take a look on my Patreon page. If you want to support the channel, you can sign up. If you don't want to sign up, it's okay. You can download this for free and enjoy the power and torque on your own Beamng drive game. So thank you so much guys for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon with more amazing videos, and let's drop the hammer one last time and then say goodbye. So yeah, dropping the hammer. Whoa, absolutely brutal. What an engine. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed the video, and goodbye for now, my friends.